What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Tyrannosaurus Sentry. And so here we have the Tyrannosaurus Sentry pose and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories. The Tyrannosaurus Sentry does come with 2 pairs of hands. We get a pair of fists. Then we get a pair of grip hands. He does come with his power staff weapon, which looks like 2 of the power swords combined into a staff. And then we do get a lightning attachment for that weapon. Other than that, he doesn't come with any other accessories. So with that out of the way, let's actually move on to his details. And so here we have a closer look at the Tyrannosaurus Sentry, and there's things about this figure that I like, some things that I don't like, but that's to be expected with a lot of figures. Let's talk about the good things about this figure. I love the reworked Tyrannosaurus helmet that they gave him. Now, they are retooling the Tyrannosaurus helmet for other Rangers. I didn't realize at first how bad it was, but having this compared to the original Red Ranger, yeah, you kind of see how bad they messed up on the first release, but really happy with the way this helmet looks. Now, he's not one particular character. The Tyrannosaurus Sentry is just one of the generals in Lord Draken's army, and I think they did a really good job with this character. You can see, unlike most Ranger helmets, he just has a smooth mouth guard instead of the lips, which I find that really nice. And then we do have the Tyrannosaurus teeth right here on the visor. Really nice line work here, and then they did a good job painting the helmet. Very good. Now, I know there's some people that add the clips to the helmet. Me, honestly, it's a toy. I don't expect the helmets to have the side clips. I don't expect this to be super hyper realistic. But yeah, really good job on the helmet. They really exceeded my expectations on the helmet. Moving on to the rest of his costume, let's actually take a look at his cape now. Unfortunately, his cape is made of a soft material. It's not as soft as I would like it to be, but it's still a plastic clamshell, so unfortunately it doesn't add any posability. I do like the fact that his pauldron right here has the Tyrannosaurus emblem right here, and then we have it nicely with this gold and black. We do have some detail work right here on his cape. But again, the cape is just this red plastic piece, and it does have some nice paintwork on it. The gold is a very nice shade of gold. Actually, I think the red is painted on, because yeah, I believe the red is the one that's painted on. But yeah, it's really clean for the most part. I don't have any issues with the paint. It's a little bit fuzzy right here on the back, but other than that, it's still a really solid piece. So really good job on the cape, despite it being a soft or a hard plastic. So having a look at the figure, let's talk about the elephant in the room, his armor, quote unquote. Hasbro really should have sculpted a brand new torso for this character, or at least given us an overlay for the Tyrannosaurus Sentry, because in the comics he did have a armor chest piece, and this does not look like armor. It just looks like modern day Marvel panel lining. On the back you can see it does go onto the back, but I would have really loved to see this as either a sculpted brand new torso, or if it was just a soft overlay with the armor designs on it, because yeah, it's really flat and it's really noticeable that Hasbro did not give us the true Tyrannosaurus Sentry. Now, the arms look good for the most part. I do believe that they had armor right here on the forearms rather than just the gloves. Again, they could have easily sculpted brand new forearms for this character, but they instead went with their old reuse, which is a little bit upsetting. I do like the red on this character. It's a little bit more saturated than the original Red Ranger release, which hopefully when they do the second Red Ranger release, they use this red and the brand new helmet. I do like how clean the paintwork is. I'm gonna give Hasbro props right here. The paintwork is really clean now. Unfortunately, you can see the diamond pattern is a little bit off on mine. You can see I really had to push this butterfly joint in just to line it up. This one is fairly smooth for the most part, but yeah, unfortunately no brand new torso piece, which is a little bit strange because they did give us brand new attachments. Like, he does have this belt piece with the arm. I believe this is armor. I don't think this is cloth coming down. And then it is sculpted very nicely. It has this gold paint going on it. We have some white pouches. The belt buckle looks really nice. And it's just overall looks good. And then we have his thigh armor, which, yes, that is sculpted detail, so why couldn't Hasbro give us a sculpted torso, but they give us brand new parts for the Tyrannosaurus Sentry? It doesn't make any sense to me. He is wearing black pants, as you can see right here, that do have these boots that come up to the thigh. Then we have his armor guards right here on the front of his shins, which look really good. Paint could be a little bit cleaner, especially right here on this side. There's a little bit of black paint that somehow got stuck to mine. And then you can see a little bit of scratching right there. No detail on the straps. I would have at least painted those black because, you know, he has black here. Let's go ahead and make these black as well. So yeah, they cut corners where they did, and that's Hasbro. Hasbro will Hasbro whenever they can. And then we have your standard Power Ranger boots. So overall, things to like about this figure, things to not like about this figure, but overall I do like the overall concept of the Tyrannosaurus Sentry. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him compared to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we have the Tyrannosaurus Sentry posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have the Tyrannosaurus Sentry posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Men's Crew 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have the Tyrannosaurus Sentry posed next to a Lightning Collection White Range and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And for one final comparison, here we do have the Tyrannosaurus Sentry posed next to Lord Draken and the Ranger Slayer. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to his articulation. Now we are going to remove his cape because the cape does hinder some articulation. As far as his head goes, it's your standard ball hinge here at the neck, so it does look up, does look down quite a bit, and I do like the fact that he actually has some head tilt in this helmet, which is something we haven't really seen in Rangers. And one thing I do like is how high the head sits right here on the neck. It actually makes it look so much better than having the head sit lower, so really good improvements there. And you can see it turns left and right, no problem. He does have a butterfly joint which does go back and forward really nicely, goes out to the side all the way horizontal, which is pretty good, goes all the way around, a little bit stiff on mine now. Unfortunately, he does carry the same problems that we've seen in the Lightning Collection, where you really can't get the arms to sit flush. They're always going to be jutting out at this almost 25-degree angle, which that's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, I would really like to see them retool these shoulders to be able to sit flush to the torso. He does have bicep swivel, which does work fine. We have your standard double jointed elbows. Unfortunately, they are still the pinned elbows, but it really doesn't bother me. I know some people are really bothered by that. He does have a swivel hinge here at the wrist, and that works no problem. Ball joint in the torso does move back, forward, side to side, as well as gives us rotation. He does have an a reverse ab crunch that leans back and then goes forward. Ooh, that is very deep. I do like that. Legs do kick forward to about right there. They don't really kick back. Out to the side, could be better, especially for the Power Rangers. They do karate, so yeah, that outward movement should be much better. And then we do have rotation here at the thigh. We have a double bend here at the knee, giving us some really good range there. Moving that back to position, we do have rotation here at the boot, and I really do like the fact that the boot and the shin are connected, so you can rotate that and it still looks good. We have a hinge in the ankle that goes back, doesn't really go too far forward, unfortunately, and then we do have forward facing pin for rocker ankle. So overall, the Tyrannosaurus Sentry has your standard Lightning Collection articulation, and it works for the most part. The cape is just going to get in the way of a lot of it, so do keep that in mind. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get this guy posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Lightning Collection Tyrannosaurus Sentry pose for my final thoughts, and overall I think Hasbro has done a decent job with this. They didn't do a great job like I was expecting them to, but I still like the overall look of the Tyrannosaurus Sentry. I would have much preferred them to sculpt a new torso, or even just give us a rubber overlay of their armor, because I think that would have looked better than the printed armor that we have here with the figure. Now, he does have some unique parts to him. I do like the fact that they did sculpt the thigh guards and the new shins, but new arms and a new torso really would have put this figure over as one of the better Lightning Collection figures. But overall, I'm still really happy with what I got here. The Tyrannosaurus Sentry is a really nice figure, and if you're a fan of the Lord Draken story arc and the Shattered Grid, this is one figure I really do recommend you pick up, because the Tyrannosaurus Sentries are like the generals of Lord Draken, and this just makes it really nice having them pose next to him. Overall, really happy with this, guys, and if you do want to pick up the Tyrannosaurus Sentry, they are a Target exclusive. Now, the good thing is that these guys are starting to show up at the time I'm making this video. I remember when we had these on pre-order, it took months and months and months, almost a full year for them to release the Tyrannosaurus Sentry. Really happy that we finally get them, and they are plentiful at Target. I did see like 2 cases get unloaded when I did go into Target. I did pick mine up online, so I was able to avoid the stores, but seeing as how these guys are readily available in stores, you won't have that much of an issue picking them up. They will run you about $22.99, which is your standard price for a Lightning Collection figure. So happy hunting if you are looking for these guys. And with that being said, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know if there's a figure you would like to see me review, as well as check out all my other Lightning Collection videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.